Hey everybody, I'm Scott Stokely, and this is my pre-tournament strategy for the 2022 Dynamic Discs Open, and this is going to be a tough 4 days. These courses are really long, and there is OB on every hole. And if there was no wind, it's like OB's in play if you try to throw hard, but you can't throw control shots on a 10,000 foot course and score. You gotta let it go. But when you let it go 500 feet away, an 80 foot or 60 foot wide OB area is like, that's tiny. So that's how the course would play in good conditions. I think today might be the best weather of the 4 days. It's only 15 mile-an-hour winds and 15% chance of rain. The next couple days, maybe 20 mile-an-hour winds or 25 mile-an-hour winds and raining. So, boy, this is going to be this is going to be damage control. So my strategy this tournament is going to be to play just ultra conservative. Just throw it in the fairways. I would say try not to bogey, but I'm gonna bogey. I'm gonna bogey quite a few holes. The goal, I would say, honestly, is make sure those bogeys aren't double bogeys. Make sure when I throw out of bounds, when it does go out of bounds, it goes out of bounds at the end of the flight, not early in the flight, which means the strategy is not to throw the shot that flies over out of bounds the whole way. Sometimes that's the right strategy because you balance risk reward and you can get to the target that way or the landing zone that way comfortably. In the wind, it's so unpredictable. You could throw a great shot that flies 450 feet over out of bounds, and then it just gets slammed down by the wind that just changed directions 450 feet away. So it's much better, instead of throwing that shot, to throw the 400-foot opposite delivery. Instead of, say, the backhand hyzer, throw the sidearm hyzer that flies a little bit shorter, but it's in bounds the whole way. And then if the wind changes at the end, it goes out of bounds, at least you've already advanced 400 feet up the fairway. It's damage control. And then you still get your bogey, but if you don't do that, you're looking at a double or a triple bogey possibly. And I am going to keep it in the fairway. I'm going to lay up my shots, and I'm going to let other players make mistakes. And unfortunately, with players this good and this many of them, they're not all going to have mistake laden rounds. It's going to be one of those rounds where a lot of people are going to be playing aggressive. Some of them are going to score. Some of them are going to do okay. I'll be honest, this is not a defeatist mindset, but the likelihood that I'm going to perform top at a 10,000 foot course, playing the only strategy that I can do, I cannot play an aggressive strategy out here. It would be an absolute utter 20 over disaster, I for sure. So I'm going to make this a tournament where I'm playing to score well, gonna try to cash, try to raise some money for the local autism organization, and Hetlinger, I believe is the name of them. And then we'll try to survive the next couple weeks out on the West Coast with the long courses, and we have an entire half of a season on courses that I truly can score on. So I'm playing within my game today, and that's it. Thanks, everyone.